Guys, we need to have a talk. We need to have a talk about protein powder flavors. First off, always a good go-to. Freaking delicious, classic flavor, pretty good. You know, you go to a fast food restaurant or something around here. We got the Brahms. You can get strawberry. I mean, you can get anything at Brahms, but the classics. You got strawberry milkshake, vanilla milkshake, chocolate milkshake. You can't really go wrong with either one of those. Where you can go wrong is trying to do something like this. Okay? I love Redcon 1. I love their products. I really do. MRE Light. This is, to me, a superior protein source of shakedom. In the kingdom of shakes. Superior MRE Light. I mean, just look at the macros. And look at what the ingredients are. It's all, you got beef protein isolate, pea protein, brown rice protein. Never even heard of that. Chicken protein, egg albumin, egg albumin. Cool. Fish albumin. Salmon protein, however you want to say it. Great ingredients list. The flavor is what we're looking at here. They missed the mark. I haven't had a Twinkie in a while, but I seem to remember them being freaking delicious. This sucks. This is not that good. It just tastes like if you just took... You know how some people make sweet tea? And it's so sweet that you're just like, wow, why didn't I just go ahead and pop about 3 sugar cubes in my mouth per sip? Like every time you took a sip of that, you may as well just, you know. They missed the mark. But I'm having to mix it in. So when I do my whey protein shake in the evening now, I'm putting like half of the Twinkie and half of the vanilla whey protein because I gotta use it. It's a great protein. It's just so rich and sweet. Anyways, Rodopolis 8x8. What's working? What's not working? I'll tell you what is working is the diet. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror, in the eyes. I couldn't look myself in the eyes if I didn't tell you that I failed the diet one day. Went out and did a bunch of work one day. And it's very dusty in this industrial yard I was working in, and my allergies hit me. And there's no excuse. I failed the diet. That night when I get to sneezing a lot, hacking up a lot, and the sinuses get to going, I get a little shaky. It does something to my blood sugar. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what the deal is, but I crave the living mass out of some carbs. So I got a huge platter of orange chicken from a local Chinese restaurant. It was very good. Do I regret it? I don't regret the flavor. I do regret the falling off of the diet on one meal because I had carb loaded the night before and I carb loaded again. Well, that's not a carb load then. That's just a carb overload. So, but the diet is working. I already had to tighten my belt loop on. That's a good sign. I'm down at 211. From 218.2 to 211 is now my most depleted state was 211 pounds. So we're getting there, but we're recomping. So we're not trying to dip too far down, but it is good to see that progress initially. Because the fat, the visceral, and just all the fats are not melting off, I wouldn't say, but they are coming off at a good rate. So the diet is working. If I fail the diet again, I'll let you know, but I've been very strict about it. So that's been working really well. What's not working is in the lift. Now the sheer volume that this is, I realize some of you more experienced people that are looking at this, you're like, wow, that's quite a bit of volume, Jet Rod, that's a lot of volume. Well, I know. So what's not working is it's not feasible for me to hit the back squat and the deadlifts every time. So I'm going to alternate them. On day 1, I'll do back squats. Day 2, I'll do deadlifts. Day 3, back squats. Day 4, deadlifts. From here on out, I'm going to alternate those. Other than that, everything's working out fine. I'll tell you what I did change, and without rewriting the whole thing, what I did change is instead of Group A is now starts with the dumbbell flies, because I find it easier on my left shoulder. For some reason, my left shoulder is doesn't like starting with the bench press. Now I have upped my warm up to a little more extensive of a warm up, instead of just getting so lost in the sauce of gotta get in there and get this done. I need to go ahead. Don't forget to warm up adequately. So part of that is restructuring the lift to where I start with the pec flies, and then Group B starts with the wide grip flat Smith machine barbell press. That's a mouthful. But so that's working. That's what's changed. The weights, there's the updated weights. These are ones that have gone up. The ones that have stayed the same will just stay where they're at, and they'll get brought up whenever it's their time. But it's not time to bring some of those up yet. So some of these have come back up, and I'm going to go ahead and say that Smith machine bench press is going to come up to 135. So it'll just be a plate again. It just took me a minute to do it. Now, I didn't hit. Let's see, Saturday. I missed the lift on Saturday, so I went last night. And I didn't do this lift last night. I went in, I pulled up to the gym. I had to go to the grocery store as well. I pulled up to the gym. I didn't feel like going in there. I was like, man, I'm having to really conjure up. I'm really having to invoke the motivation from nothing, out of the ether. Well, I went ahead and went to the grocery store. I was like, well, I'm out of here. I'm going to go to the grocery store. So I went to the grocery store, had to get a couple of new baby bottles. These Philips Avent Pure Glass, they will break if you drop them. They're pretty strong, because my wife dropped one, and it bounced. I heard it bounce, and I was like, oh, kind of strong. It's not going to break. Well, on the second bounce, it shattered everywhere. So I went and got a couple of those. Came back to the gym, pulled up. In the process of going to the grocery store, I tried to psych myself up. I was like, come on, man. I saw all the people out in the public. I was like, I got to do this for them. To up the statistics of the life expectancy of our local culture. I got to do my part to keep us all healthy, statistically. Pulled up. I still didn't want to go in, so I just said, you know what? And it was the volume. That's what it was. I was like, I don't want to go in here and do all this lightweight, lightweight, high rep stuff today. I don't feel like it. Turn that damn vent off. Sorry for the cursing, but jeez. Went in there, and I just did an alternate version of this, where I set up I warmed up a lot. I warmed up with a few pec flies, and then I just set up the Smith machine bench with the French press, the dumbbell skull crusher, whatever you want to call it, triceps extension. I set up for that, and I went ahead and did for the 8x8 supersetted with a longer rest and a higher weight. So I pushed 205 for my sets of 8, and then I got the 75-pound dumbbell. So for me, that was a good compromise with myself. I did that with that lift, and then I immediately did some JM presses and some pullovers just for some accessory work, and then I moved on to the lat pull down, wide grip, lat pull down into the underhand grip. I saw a Chris Bumstead video the other day where they triple setted with a wide grip, narrow grip, and then supinated grip, lat pull down, and AMRAP basically. I think they were pulling like 200 pounds, and they were just yanking. It was him and Sam Sulik and some annoying fella, I can't remember, some skinny little fella. David Laird, Nick Laird, I don't know. Don't want to. If his name's not David Laird and that's somebody else, sorry, bud. Anyway, so I did that as a double, just a superset. I just did wide grip and then underhand, and then I went on to I did a cable row, a low row with the cables, and supersetted that with the hammer grips, because I felt like the volume I did with the chest and triceps with just those movements was enough, but I still doubled up the back and bicep movements. And then I went over to that whatever trap bar armature machine. It's like a unilateral machine, but you can bilateral it. And I did those shrugs. I don't know if y'all have ever seen me do those. I think I posted a short of me doing those or something. Just worked up really heavy to those. And then I moved on to the squat rack, and I pushed 185 for a couple sets, and then I put 225 on, pushed for like a set of 12, and then I went ahead and put 315 on and just did a set of 3 and called it. That was it. I didn't do any abs, and so that's the lift that I deviated on. I will be sticking to this. I'm not deviating completely off of this program. That's what I did for my own sanity. I was just not in it, and I knew I needed to put the work in because I missed a day. So since I went last night, I won't go again until Thursday, especially since I pushed a little heavier. I'm feeling very sore. So that's what's working, what's not working, where I've failed, and where I've succeeded so far. And if you're following along, keep going. If you have any questions, just comment and ask. It's fine. We don't have a whole bunch of community participation community on this page, but I've seen several people in public that I know that are some of our subscribers here that have said this or that, and everybody seems to be happy with what we've got going on. So anyway, thanks to you guys who are on here and supporting the channel. And if you're new here, like and subscribe. And don't forget that Twinkie flavor from the MRE lot, don't waste your money. But pretty much all their other flavors are good. So I'll talk to you later.